Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. So in this video, we're going to talk about how we can find hope in those times when we might be feeling depression laying heavy on us. Now, first, I would like to tell you that I'm so proud of you for looking at this video. You are actively trying to find solutions to help with your depression, and that's a huge step forward. Please make sure to give yourself credit for looking for ways to living a healthier and more joyful life. Now, I know depression can come from biological factors. However, maybe we could also think of some other things that could contribute to depression. Can we maybe consider that some of our depression is perhaps like an alert system and it's trying to tell us something isn't right? Perhaps we've had some past trauma that we need to work through. Or maybe we're feeling stuck right now in our lives and just having a challenging time moving forward. Or perhaps we're in a negative environment, either at home or work, and this is our mind telling us that something needs to change. Now, one of the difficult parts of depression is that it makes us believe there is no hope. Depression can make us believe there's no hope that we'll feel better, no hope that the darkness will lift, or no hope that the emptiness will fill up. But this is not true. However, we might not believe it in those dark moments. So let's talk about some healthy strategies that we could implement that could either help us as we're experiencing those strong emotions, or perhaps it can prevent those dark moments. Maybe you could even try one or two of these this week. So the first strategy is to find a support group. Reaching out to others during this time, especially with those that are experiencing depression as well, can help us to not feel alone. Being in a support group is a safe way to share your frustrations and fears with others, as well as being able to receive feedback and encouragement from the group. You will also be able to contribute to others by holding space for them and encouraging them along their journey. It's great to do some healing on your own, however, we do need support from our community as well. So the second strategy I want to talk about is reaching out and talking to someone. Now, being able to talk with someone, whether it's a therapist, pastor, or life coach, is really important, as they can help you to sort through some of your past to see if maybe the depression could be coming from something unresolved. Or perhaps they could talk to you about your life right now and help you to get unstuck. Everyone's circumstances are different, so discussing things with someone that can talk about your specific experiences can really help you to discover some things that might be contributing to your depression. Now, the third strategy is making sure we're practicing some good self-care. Now, it's important to make sure we are taking good care of ourselves. Are we eating healthy food, getting some restful sleep, and making sure we're incorporating some daily exercise? I mean, sometimes even just taking a shower can make us feel better. Also, it's good if we can be mindful that when we start to feel ourselves getting depressed, that we have a list of healthy things that we can do to help break that cycle. For example, you could go for a walk, do some journaling or drawing, or even calling a friend. It doesn't really matter what it is, just do something that makes you feel good, even if you don't feel like doing it. Remember, we are working to break those patterns so we don't allow depression to pull us down that rabbit hole. So the fourth strategy is to do some self-discovery. Now, this is a very important part of our journey, as it's good for us to know ourselves well, our likes, our dislikes, being able to observe our thoughts, and working towards accepting and loving ourselves for who we are. Now, maybe here we could take some time we're alone to discover some things we enjoy doing. See what maybe some new things you like to try, like maybe a new hobby. I also made a video on ways we can work on our self-discovery, and I'll post that in the comments below in case you'd like to go check it out. Now, the fifth strategy is to perform an act of kindness or volunteer. Now, in life, we want to have purpose and to feel like we're helping others. When we give to others, it can give us joy because we are bringing happiness to another person. Making an impact in others' lives can help give us moments of feeling good about who we are and that we're contributing to our community. Now, there are many ways that we can help others. We can either do something nice for a family or friend, or perhaps look online and see what volunteer opportunities are available. There are really a lot of opportunities to volunteer, either in person or from home. So the sixth strategy is to be mindful of your self-talk. Now, I know I talk a lot about self-talk, and the reason for this is because how we see our situation and what we say can make a difference in either empowering us to keep going or make us feel like giving up. For example, if I was to say, boy, I'm really struggling today, this is a really negative and disempowering message I'm sending to myself, and it's certainly not going to make me to continue to keep striving or do anything else for that day. But what if instead I was to say, today was a bit challenging, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm so proud of what I've already gotten done, and if I need a break, I can take one. It helps to give ourselves encouragement to keep going, and it also gives us a message that it's okay to take a break when we need it. Now on to the seventh strategy, which is being grateful. Now when we take time to be grateful, it can help us to stay mindful and aware of all the good things we have in our lives. It can remind us that not everything is dark in our lives, even though depression might make us feel that way. Even if something you're grateful for is just having a cup of coffee, that's okay. Because every time we're grateful, we are appreciating the beautiful things we have, and we're pushing away those thoughts that try to prevent us from seeing those wonderful things. Let's look for evidence that our lives are good and embrace our journey of learning and appreciating our experiences. So the eighth and last strategy is making sure to be mindful of your surroundings. Now it's important to have things around us to help us to feel good. Being mindful of things that trigger us is so important, as we need to work to either avoid or remove those things that cause those dark feelings, such as photos, maybe music that makes it harder to find the light, or things that make us feel bad about ourselves. We are our own best friend, and we have to take care of ourselves, and this includes knowing what's good for us and what isn't. Now if you're not sure what those things are, then maybe you can take some time to practice some mindfulness here. We can pay attention when we do things to see how it makes us feel and make the necessary changes to our environment. So those are some strategies that we can use that can help us to have more joyful moments and less of those dark moments. I really hope you found these helpful, and perhaps you can begin implementing a couple of these strategies this week. Now I know life can be challenging and it's not easy to get through some of the tough situations that we may encounter. However, please remember that you are resilient and you can make it through tough things. Life will have its ups and downs, but let's enjoy those beautiful moments so we're not living in the darkness all the time. And let's also be sure we are taking some time to be proud of each step that we make. You deserve to have an awesome life. Remember, you are worth it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video.